That is correct. You see how that was done. This was the power pause. Taking a minute. People kind of get a little bit anxious if you're on video, if you're doing a speech, if you show up and you don't say anything right away and you kind of give that moment, just did it right. Now, you usually wouldn't do it when you're flowing in between a conversation as such. Nevertheless, is in business English, when you are communicating with people, it's very important that they recognize that you're taking in the information. And what happens is when we are speaking and listening, keyword, listening, and other people are speaking, a lot of the times we forget to use what is called intention listening. This is different from active listening. We'll talk about that and you'll learn about that. And what that means is when you're moving along and if you're sharing with people or telling them about something, most of the time they're thinking about what they are going to say, right? They're not even paying attention to you. So it's important that when we're in our conversation, especially in business, we're selling and we're explaining things or creating appointments, it's important that we restate, R-E-S-T-A-T-E, and A-N-D tie down. Restate and A-N-D tie down. Tie, T-I-E, D-O-W-N. 2 words, or you can hyphen it. Is how I prefer. Tie down. Tie hyphen line down. What that means is you're confirming what you think you said with the other people. Or if they're speaking with you and they say, okay, maybe in McDonald's at 2:30 is right in between the Starbucks and over to the right is going to be the hospital. You'll see that there's McDonald's there, and I'll just go ahead and meet you on the 2nd floor over by the northeast window. What? Right? Quite complicated. So you'd want to restate. So what you're sharing with me is we're going to meet at the McDonald's upstairs, which is in between the coffee shop, Starbucks, and the hospital. Is that correct? And they will say yes. Now, this allows you to understand that there's no mistakes, you're understanding everything, and more importantly, that the people are being heard. They're actually all very important. Because again, even if you know what you're going to say, and people finish, we want to make sure that we're on the same page. We want to make sure that in business, especially business English, is you only have one chance to make a good, should know, example, a good impression. Right? When you meet someone and if you don't have the proper attire, A-T-T-I-R-E, figure that out, and you're not really present, P-R-S-E-N-T, people feel that, people know that, and especially if they're giving you kind of an awkward meeting place. Now, even if they say McDonald's 2nd floor at 10:45, it's important that you realize what they mean and to tie that down. So we'll leave it there, talking about that introduction, talking about that moment of pause, that slowing down. So even if people are done and you've got a lot to share or whatever the case, give it a minute, like I just did. See? Soak it in. Restate, tie down. John, you said XYZ. Is that correct? Jack, you mentioned that we're going to do this, or we'll be able to sign the agreement after lunch immediately today. Is that correct? That's what you shared. That's what I think I heard. Am I right? Are we on the right location for the meeting? Are we in the right space for what we need to do? Take that to the bank. The workbook is done. 49 pages of power. This is the welcome workbook, the welcome pack. Quite extensive, covering everything in the beginning. Welcome those people on board that are going to be part of the Gold Level Express, and at any level as well. For certain situations, they will get that same welcome pack. We're also going to be having the responsive, reactive training, which is ongoing 16 hours. You don't have to go to all of them, but you could, right? You can do 2-3 hours in the morning, 2-3 hours in the afternoon, and that's going to be open session rolling, meaning from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. it's going to be rolling every hour, resetting. And so you're welcome to come back. You can come in, be in free talk part of the time, go to topic part of the time, and you can do 45 minutes in the morning, 45 minutes in the afternoon, or 2 or 3 hours. And this is really where you're putting it all together, because it's live speaking, live conversation, real time. Talk with Jack. Get pre-registered. If you are already not, contact with Jack. He's going to have his contact information right there. Jack, make sure they can see it. You can put it on a big card, look at the card, send him that email, or give him that telephone call, or WeChat, or WhatsApp, or Line, whatever you're using for your social. And we'll see you again. It was Direct Sales, Nicholas, and Jack Chen, your mentors, coaches for business English. See you March 15th.